They're offering me months, if not like just a couple of years when I'm facing 45 to life. And all I have to do in return is snitch on you guys who stole from me and then try to kill me and my family. Why wouldn't I? I'm sorry, say what you want, street code. No. No.
This is a podcast.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Hanging with the Homegirls with me, Latoya. And today I'm joined by a special guest.
Lee, her brother.
Yeah, my brother's going to be joining me because Helen can't be here. He's also warned about that. So since he's on for the first time for you guys, he's going to decide what topic we're going to discuss.
I haven't got a topic.
But you're talking about something yesterday.
Free Melly. Free YNW Melly. Okay, so the topic is, should you judge someone based on their past? Because
that wasn't the actual story. Start with that story, but you have a whole other thing related to this story, but start on that, yeah, okay?
Okay, because I'm saying he's innocent until proven guilty. And you're saying, based on what he's done in the past and what he raps about, that means he's guilty. Or that means he's likely to have done it. No. Just because he's committed crimes in the past doesn't mean he's committed this one. And
firstly, what you said to me was, do you think that he's guilty? You asked my opinion.
No, you said he's guilty while you're listening to his music. He killed his friends. And I was like, Has he been proven guilty yet? And you're like, no. And I was like, well, isn't it innocent until proven guilty? And you're like, well, if you look about the stuff he raps about and the stuff he's done in the past, he probably did do it. I was like, that's not evidence. You can't just say, he's done illegal stuff in the past, so that means he killed these two people. Yes, I don't know. And for you to say otherwise is wrong.
Why?
Innocent until proven guilty.
But what about those people who are proven innocent but they're guilty and you know they did it?
So your point is, because there's people that get away with it, we should counteract it by saying everyone is guilty because we are 80% sure it's them. We can't prove it, but we're pretty sure. So let's just find them guilty just in case it is them, and we don't want them to be free.
So you don't think that he did it? I'm not asking you whether you think whether he's been proven guilty or not. Do you think he did it or not?
I don't know. The fact is, I don't know. And let's be honest, none of us really know for sure. The only way we'll know is with the evidence that they show in the case to say that he did do it. Until then, it's just him saying he didn't, the government saying that he did, and it's their word against his. Until I see the evidence to say otherwise, I'm going to assume he's innocent, because everyone is innocent until they are proven to be guilty.
Okay.
And they haven't proven him to be guilty. Has he been sentenced? No. Has he been found guilty? No. Is he still on trial? Yes. So until the trial is over and they've come out with a verdict, I'm going to assume he's innocent.
But you have to admit that sometimes the things that people do and what they speak about and all that kind of stuff has an impact on what people think of them. Okay, and
are you going to argue that everyone that's a rapper and everything that they rap about is true? Every rapper that says he sells drugs and busts guns does. No, there's not out here that's lying because they know that that's what sells. Oh.
What?
You're saying the stuff that
most rappers rap about is true, yes. It may have been in the
so
past.
Many rappers
okay,
that
who lied? Let us know.
Slim Jesus lied. Lil Tecca's blowing up now, and his biggest song Ransom is talking about 2 twin Glocks turn you to a dancer. And then when he did his what's it called? His Verified, where he talks about the lyrics, he says, I've never bust a gun. And then he talks about all the designer clothes he's wearing in the song. And then when he did his Verified and he was talking about the lyrics, before this song I couldn't have afforded any of the stuff. But he rapped about it, the song blew up. And then after is when he said, I don't actually have the money I was rapping about, and I've never actually bust a gun. But he was rapping about it, and the song blew up.
Okay, but
just because someone raps about something doesn't mean it's true.
As a listener, how am I supposed to differentiate between what's true and what's not? Okay, so if he comes out with a song,
I'm not saying you have to be able to differentiate, but for you to say that, because you
Okay.
rapped about it, it's true and that determines who you are, is wrong.
I'm more likely, of course, but if he comes up with a song talking about how he busts a gun and then tomorrow it comes out that he shot someone, I'll believe it because that's what he raps about. It may not be true, but I'll believe it. The same way you're talking about Stormzy and you're saying that you believe Stormzy slept with Georgia. Did you not say that? Where's the evidence? Where's the innocent until proven guilty?
Stormzy hasn't denied it.
He has. He denied it. He denied it.
According to you, I haven't actually seen his claims.
Oh, okay.
I'm basing it on what I've seen myself.
Okay.
I haven't seen him deny anything.
He has. Let me actually show you and read it because all his reps have denied it.
Of course they would, but wouldn't they?
So what's your argument? You're saying innocent until proven guilty, and then you are now saying that Stormzy did it when there's no evidence and there's no guilty. Where's that? What you talking about?
Okay, let me ask you something. Say Stormzy did cheat on Maya Jama with Georgia Smith.
Yeah.
Do you think he would come out and say that he did it? Do you think his reps and the people in charge of his PR and stuff are going? Yeah. Did you do it? And did you do it? And he's gone. Yeah, I did. Do you think they go? Okay, tell everyone you did. Or will they say deny? We have to save your image.
So isn't that the same thing as the YNW Melly thing?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Until I see evidence. At the moment, your evidence about Stormzy is Stormzy came out and said it's not true.
You said you believed it. Yesterday you said you believed it was true.
Yeah,
you literally said it. You literally said it.
When Georgia Smith comes out and says it's not true, then I'll believe it.
But so there's only
until both parties have come out and say it's not true. Okay. So in this situation now,
why aren't you saying you're not forming an opinion until you hear the whole story?
Stormzy has a reason to lie. In this entire situation, in this entire situation here, like no one's getting angry at Georgia. Not really. Like say it is.
People are getting angry at Georgia, so don't say that.
Not on Black Instagram. Everyone's like, from what I've seen, everyone's like Stormzy. I don't blame you. And
Angry at Stormzy.
Yes, there are some people saying, "Oh, you promoting cheating and all that BS." Yeah, cool, fine. But I've not seen anyone say, "I can't believe Georgia would do this to Maya Jama," or "Georgia's such a bad person. She knew in a relation." I haven't seen anyone say that. Have you?
No.
Okay.
But also,
and my argument in that whole situation, the only person who is really getting any sort of bad repercussions is Stormzy.
But it's not even bad. They're saying I don't blame you. Is that bad?
Yeah, but that's obviously from the guys. I'm talking about in terms of.
So the girls aren't coming from Georgia.
I haven't seen anyone come for Georgia. I've seen people come for Stormzy. I haven't seen anyone come for Georgia. Yeah, like there are people saying, there are people questioning like, if you were Stormzy, would you do the same thing? And then some people were like, people are posting videos and pictures of Maya Jama and they're like, oh, how could you cheat on Maya Jama? Stuff like that. And my whole point is, in that situation, the only person who is really getting shit is Stormzy. Maya's not, George is not.
I don't think it's true anyway.
I'm just saying.
For now, I don't think it's true. I just think that people think that lie is more entertaining than the truth. Because no one actually came out and said that he was cheating. This just came from someone who said it. None of the people involved in the thing. No one's confirmed it. My point is, the only person who said anything is Stormzy and he's denying it.
If you were Maya Jama,
why would I not say that he cheated?
Or you'd say that he didn't.
Why, if we're not together,
if you were George and there were people out here saying you slept with Stormzy and that's why you broke up, would you not, as Georgia Smith, come out and say I didn't sleep with Stormzy? Would you not? Because that's tarnishing your image. You're a musician. Your image is everything.
Yeah, but apparently you just said that no one's coming for her, so her image isn't tarnished. Then, if no one sees, fine. So you can't have it both ways. No one's coming for her.
Her image hasn't been tarnished, but people say that does have the potential.
I would never speak on trash. If someone just decided to make up a rumor that I'm doing something, especially if you're famous, you can't come out and dissuade every rumor. If someone tomorrow says, "Oh, Latoya went and did this, and this," if I was famous, like Rihanna can't come. Wasn't there a time when everyone said Rihanna that was pregnant until pictures came out? People are out here inventing things. Did Rihanna come out and say, "Oh, I'm not pregnant"?
I remember this.
There was a rumor that Rihanna was pregnant and everyone was like throwing pictures out and all that stuff.
I never saw it.
Okay, maybe you didn't see it, but I saw it.
Okay.
And I'm sure that people saw it.
Let me see. Not even Google searches are coming up.
Relax, mate. That's because I'm searching it up here.
Wow.
See, when she was going out to that shake, everyone was saying, she's on romantic, she's on whatever, looks pregnant and in love. And then another one was talking about pregnancy rumors because she was wearing some dress in some video, and everyone was like, oh, like Rihanna, it looks like Rihanna might be pregnant, blah blah blah. People say stuff all the time.
We're swaying off topic anyway.
Okay,
like,
continue.
Back to Melly. Like, in terms of, I don't, like, you have, but the fact of the matter, okay, so if we're going off your argument to do with Stormzy, you're saying it didn't happen. Why? Because Stormzy has come out and said it didn't happen. So, in Melly's case, he has come out and said, I'm innocent, I didn't do it. Why don't you believe him?
That's what I said. Or
you can say Stormzy's never cheated on anyone in the past, so
and that's what I'm saying.
Reason to doubt
and
him.
I said, I'm not disagreeing with you, that's the thing. But I'm not going against you to have that opinion. You are coming for me because I said I think he did it. Have I come for you for believing Stormzy cheated? No, I haven't come for you. All I've said was I just need receipts.
You said he did do it. Your exact words to you were, why you you're still playing his music?
Yeah.
You know he killed two
exactly,
people.
and
you know he killed. Not I think he killed. You know he killed 2 people.
And yesterday when I asked about Georgia and Stormzy, what was your exact words? I can't even remember the term, but you said something about sliding in or something. What did you say? We were right here. You said. As in something. He did it. No, you didn't say I think he did it, but you made like a sexual comment. I think he slid in. Maybe those weren't the exact words. But
the word think is in there.
Not think. Exactly. It wasn't think. You said, he did it. Because you were talking about Victor.
My argument this whole time was,
yeah,
I think he slept with Georgia Smith.
Uh-huh.
Your argument isn't I think he did. Your argument was he did it.
Obviously, when I say he did it, I mean I think he did it. I'm not there. I don't know. I don't have the evidence. I'm not the police. But obviously, when I say he did it, I mean as in my opinion he did it. Because I'm not in America. I'm not there. I'm not the coroner, and I'm not the CSI. But that's what I'm saying. I'm allowing you your opinion. You are making this opinion of Stormzy.
But my question to you is,
yes.
You're basing his guilt off of what? You're saying you think he's guilty. I'm asking you why.
Because of all the stuff that he's done in the past. Are you telling me that YNW isn't sketchy?
But do you not think that's wrong? To judge someone's character presently on what they've done in the past.
Because their past lets me know what they're capable of. Yes, it does.
You're basically saying that people can't change.
No, I'm not saying people can't change.
Why not? Someone stabbed someone in the past.
Yeah.
He's rapped about stabbing someone in the past, but he doesn't do it anymore.
The past is 2 years ago. YNW Melly is still young. It's like if you're telling me, like the way you said, like the way T.I. was back in the day, or the way Jay-Z was back in the day compared to now. Yes, they've changed. They've had time to grow. YNW Melly was doing this stuff not long ago. 2 years ago maximum, because he's still young. He's still very young. And when he was starting out and doing all this crap, when all this stuff was coming out before and during, it's not that long ago. So I'm allowed, in my opinion, to say that yes, he's capable, because not that far back, a year ago isn't that far back, 2 years ago isn't that far back, he was doing it, as opposed to compared to someone who did something maybe 5-10 years ago. Yes, I'll be more likely to believe them, as opposed to someone he's committing these things not far. I would give someone the benefit of the doubt if there was time. I'm giving you time to change. No one changes in the course of a year, 2 years. It's the same way you're saying with Tekashi.
Yes, they do. Loads of people change within the space of 2 years or a year. How many Nazis at first agreed with Nazi, and then once the Nazis started putting Jewish people in camps and stuff, how many Germans actually helped Jewish people?
Yeah, but they never believed that in the first place. They were supporting
Nazis, and then they're like, oh shit,
they weren't supporting.
And then they changed.
Firstly, what happened was Hitler, and I don't know that much about history, but what I'm telling you is, that's what I'm saying. But it's the same way that like in America, certain white people were against slavery and blah blah, but still when they were against slavery and they wanted the black people to be free, they want for equality. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm just saying to you, if someone yesterday was a Nazi, 2 years from now, if they tell me that he beat up a black person, I'm gonna believe it. Of course I'm going to believe it, because you've done it before. So what's your argument? He was racist, and he was a violent racist 2 years ago. 2 years in the future, if they tell me that he had a violent racist act, of course, yes, I will believe.
Aren't you the same person who was screaming about how there's so many innocent black people in jail for crimes they didn't commit?
Exactly.
But you know why they get put in jail for crimes they didn't commit? Because the police see them and they're like, oh, you've done this in the past. So that
Not
automatically
always,
makes you a
not
suspect.
always,
Do you know how many
not
people
always.
Okay, do you know how many... No, I'm not saying not always, but how many black people do you think have been put in prison, not because they committed the crime, but because they've committed such a crime in the past, and so the police automatically just make them a suspect?
I'm not denying that that's the case. That is true.
And if
That
you're
is
going
true.
off your
But
argument, they're not
also,
wrong for doing
no,
that.
I'm not saying that they're wrong for doing that. But I'm not a police officer. It's not my job to investigate the crime. If I was a police officer, of course I would investigate the crime. I would want to find out whoever actually did the crime would go into prison. In America, the system doesn't work like that. They just want to close the case and they'll put any person in the prison just so that they can say we found the killer, he's been tried and whatever, he's now on death row. The American justice system is trash. They don't care about who actually committed crimes. They just care about how many cases they're closing. So that's neither here nor there. If I was a police officer in America, of course I would want the streets to be safe. I would want whoever committed the crime to go into jail. Of course. That's the point. You want people who are out on the street to be safe. That's not the case in America.
Yeah, but how you're meant to investigate the case is you go off of what you have and
That's
you
why
work from
I
there.
said I am not a police officer. I don't have that. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what evidence they have on the case. But I'm just saying, in my opinion, if you are to tell me that he did this, would I believe he did it? Yes, I would. I would believe that he did it. It's the same way that you're saying with Tekashi when he snitched on his friends. You said it was cool. I was like, firstly, if you're in it when you're in it, just accept the repercussions, because he was doing trash as well. And now that he got caught, he's snitching. But you said that his friends kidnapped him or whatever. So...
Yeah, I'm sorry, but okay, before any of them got arrested, his so-called friends, the one that he snitched on, not only kidnapped him and tried to kill him and would have if he didn't escape. Were planning on killing his mom because they knew where she lived, and the reason they didn't was because the police had like all the phones in the cars wired, so they knew what they were planning on doing, so they arrested them all before they could. And then you're gonna tell me that as 6ix9ine I should be like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I know you tried to kill me and my mom, but because of the street code, I'm not gonna say anything. Let's go to prison together. Fuck that! You tried to kill me and my mom, and you want me to save you from going to jail by keeping my mouth shut? No.
They were going to be put in anyway because they had all that evidence. So if they had the recordings from the car, then they didn't need his...
But a lot of them pled guilty because 6ix9ine was talking. Like of all everyone they arrested, everyone, only 2 people have gone to trial, and there were tens, maybe like high tens of people that got arrested. All of them pled guilty apart from 2 because they knew 6ix9ine was snitching. All of them, like if they wasn't for 6ix9ine, a lot of them would have gone to trial, and a few of them would have got off. But they're like, there's no point because he's telling them everything anyway. And don't get me wrong, like I'm not like if it wasn't for, there's a lot of people who get arrested and they don't snitch, and I'm like, okay, cool. Fair play to you, street code, don't snitch. Or like say like you do get arrested, like all these circumstances where they haven't tried to kill you and stuff like say they didn't try to kill 6ix9ine or his mom, I would have like, you can't snitch. Like that was the life you chose. Like they backed you. Like when you are getting into beef in music because you knew they had their backing. Like,
and when you're talking major shit.
Yeah, because he knew like he had their backing. So if at that point they got arrested, I'm like, you can't say.
I feel like, but I also feel like
you tried to turn on me. You literally tried to turn on me and end my life.
Yeah, but don't you think that has a little bit to do with the fact that Tekashi has been in trouble before, and they probably already knew that he was going to snitch. Tekashi, would you even if they hadn't been kidnapped, do you think Tekashi would have gone to jail or would he have snitched? Be honest, because I think that whether or not his friends would have kidnapped him, Tekashi is not made for jail, and he knows that he can't survive, and I think he would have snitched either way, whether he was kidnapped or not. Be truthful. You know it. That's why you can't even make that argument.
No, to be fair, the reason that they kidnapped him and tried to kill him wasn't because like they thought he was gonna snitch, but because before they all got arrested, 6ix9ine decided to cut ties with all of them. He's like Shotty, who was like the leader of Treyway.
Yeah.
He fired him as his manager, and he was like, and 6ix9ine decided like to leave them all behind. they weren't happy about it, and that's.
But they'd already been arrested before.
No, they got arrested after.
But they were already arrested before, because
6ix9ine went on the interview in the Breakfast Club and was like, "Yeah, I'm not with that." Like,
yeah,
I had to
but
fire
he was
everyone.
he had still been arrested before then. He had
and-
still been arrested before that time.
And
He was pending. He was still pending at that time.
And you know why he fired all of them? Do you know why?
Why?
Because they were stealing his money. Cause Shorty was his manager. Like, he went to an accountant, like, on the side and was like, check this out. And no, in fact, it wasn't even that. Like, he was meant to perform somewhere. And they they said like they're gonna pay him like 300,000 to do the performance.
Yeah.
That's what Shorty had told him. And then when it came to the day of doing the performance, 6ix9ine didn't go. He was like, and then the guy who was meant to be who had hired him was like, why didn't you come? We're going to blah, blah, blah. We paid you all this money. We gave you 3 million. You didn't come to perform. And 6ix9ine was like, you didn't give me 3 million. You gave me 300,000. He's like, no. Like, here's an invoice. We paid your manager, Shorty, the 300 million.
Not 300 million.
The 3 million, whatever, for you to come perform. And then that's when he realized, oh shit, they've probably been getting so much more for my performances. But they've been taking the money and just giving me a little bit, and then that's when he decided to cut all ties and be like, okay, I want nothing to do with you guys.
Did Shorty snitch as well? I'm confused.
No, he never snitched, but he pled guilty. But
for what did he plead guilty for?
Racketeering, drug charges, bringing drugs across state lines. What's it called? A bunch of crimes. I'm not too sure all of them, but there was a few. And so he just pled guilty. And I'm sorry, but as 6ix9ine, I would snitch too. First of all, before you guys even did anything to me, you were stealing money from me. Not even little money, millions. You stole millions from me. And then after you steal millions from me, and I'm like, okay, then fuck you guys. You're trying to steal from me. I thought we're meant to be cool. I'm done with you. I'm just gonna do my own thing. You then tried to kidnap me and kill me, and then go after my mom because I said I don't want anything to do with you because you're stealing my money. So in response to me having a rational reaction, you tried to kill me and my family. And then we all get arrested, and you're like, okay, don't say anything. Keep your mouth shut. I'm like, no. Fuck you! They're offering me months, if not just a couple of years when I'm facing 45 to life. And all I have to do in return is snitch on you guys who stole from me and then try to kill me and my family. Why wouldn't I? I'm sorry, say what you want, street code. No. Loyalty. I'm only as loyal to you as you are to me.
How did Tekashi even get out when he was kidnapped? What happened? He escaped.
Escaped what? Yeah,
he escaped out of the trunk of a car.
Yeah, he was. I don't know if he was in the. Yeah, he was in the trunk.
In the trunk.
And he jumped out and ran, and then he ran to someone's car and was like, "Take me to the hospital," blah blah blah, and then the guy. I don't know if the guy took him or the guy was like, "I know who you are. Just get out of my car." Is either.
I would tell you to get out of my car. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It went either. He went one of the two ways, and then eventually he found his way to the hospital or whatever. But one, I don't blame him for snitching because you guys aren't loyal to me, so why should I be loyal to you? And anyway, we skipped back to Melly because this is what this all started. I'm telling you right now, it's a conspiracy.
Okay, tell us the conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy. They're trying to stop young black people from being successful. The American government.
But that's been happening for years.
Exactly. But now, it's so easy because black young black artists and musicians, their music, originally hip hop and all that stuff was for our culture. But
it's
now,
always been owned by white people.
Yeah, no, I'm not denying that. But in terms of who listened to it, and where the money was coming from, who with Jay-Z and people like that, who are buying the albums, were other people from the culture. But now with people who Melly and the new generation, they're expanding. Their music isn't just for this culture anymore. Anyone can buy their albums, right?
Yeah.
And they're getting too much power. They're making money. They're influencing people because they're like any brand that they now sponsor is going to make money. Why?
Yeah.
Because they have a fan base that spans all races. And the government don't want that. They don't want loads of young black people who have come from nothing now influencing large groups of people and their purchases.
But that's always been happening.
Okay, so let me ask you something.
I'm not denying your point, but I'm just saying that's always been happening.
So this crime that they're saying Melly did happened in, I think it was like 2017. Like, it was years ago.
Okay,
right?
2017 is not that far back.
It is the
it takes about a year.
2017.
And it sometimes takes that time for someone to, for a case to be like to go to court and all those things because they have to find evidence.
2017 or 2016, one of the two, right? But he wasn't actually arrested until. Was he arrested this year? I think it's like the start of this year.
Yeah.
So like he wasn't actually arrested for the crime until 3 years later when he was actually starting to do well and he's starting to become someone of importance. That's when he got arrested, and it's happened to so many people. And if you look at the headlines, it's all like not a single one is. Every single one is like he did it, like guilty, like he killed his two friends, like all the people reporting on it.
I don't know about hip hop news anyway. I just listen to music.
All of the reports, like in terms of the headlines, none of them have been a question. They're like they've all been like it's looking like he's gonna like do a live, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And my question is, all these like news outlets and stuff, which are owned and run by white people, are they going to have the same energy if and when he's found innocent?
Of course not.
Of course not. And that's my point. But because
But that's the case with any crime.
After that, like his image is already tarnished.
Yeah.
Like to be fair, because of the music he makes, he's still going to be successful even if he gets found innocent.
Yeah.
Because people are still going to support him.
Yeah.
But there's been the case with so many people in the past, especially say young black people who are started to become successful, who out of nowhere get like arrested or like get this label put on them, and then like turns out they didn't do it. But at that point, it's too late for them to come back. Like you're no longer relevant. No one, like people have already like accepted like what they've seen as the truth. So even after like.
But that goes for like majority of the people who are more so listening to it because it's popular culture and not because they're into the scene. It's just because it's a major thing now. Like though you're saying before it was mostly for the subculture, but now it's like a popular culture thing. So obviously they're going to go with the trends because they don't really care about the artist who's behind it. They're just listening to the music. And so when certain music doesn't get played anymore because people are behind it in jail or like whatever, you know how that time like Spotify takes certain people off their playlists, whatever. So, but within the culture, people still listen to them, or no?
Yeah, I'm not denying that. But I'm just saying if you look in the past for a vast majority of black successful people at the moment, even people who have passed it now, like Jay-Z and Diddy, like. At one point in time, like during their life, something came up that branded them like that had the potential to ruin their careers. Almost every single one. Obviously, a lot of them still did well after. Yeah. But like Mike Tyson, like when he was in his prime as a boxer, what did he get charged with? Rape.
And he assaulted his wife.
I'm not denying this. Like, I'm not talking about that. Like, that one he was guilty. But the rape one, like, he was innocent, but he still got slapped with that tag as a rapist. Then you had...
But to be fair, I don't think a lot of people even know Mike Tyson raped someone.
Then you had... But that's because, obviously, like, the newer generation like Mike Tyson was like, obviously this, like, we know Tyson because like he was Mike Tyson as we were growing up.
Yeah.
Like the kids now, I don't really know Mike Tyson
But
because
also,
like,
I don't. You know, I
like
think
they're like, for example,
I don't think that's a well.
like the way our kids might not know stuff about Anthony Joshua, but like say something was to happen to Anthony Joshua now, like everyone now would know about it, but the next generation
But people have
wouldn't
forgotten.
know.
That's the thing. Do you people like see?
No, anyone above the age of 20, I feel like most people above the age, or I'll say 20, 25.
Okay. No, that he was charged with rape.
Yeah, the ones that wouldn't, I feel like, would be white people or people who went into boxing.
Okay.
Because,
But to be
like,
fair,
'cause it was big news.
his career is still fine. Like, firstly,
But it's like, but there's still that stain on his record. Like.
he was in The Hangover.
Yeah, I'm not denying it. Like, I'm not saying like it ruined his career.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like, if someone was to go back and Google Mike Tyson and do research about Mike Tyson,
Yeah, it would come up.
it will always come up.
Of course.
And I'm just saying, with a lot of artists or like people of influence,
But it's like the way is the way like
Tiger
now.
Woods, Michael Jordan,
Yeah, but
Kobe
Tiger
Bryant,
Woods-
Michael Vick.
Okay, what I don't know anything about. What did Tiger Woods do?
Remember Tiger cheated on his wife, and then
Yeah, but that didn't really create a stain, did it? I didn't know about it.
yeah, and then he got arrested for something, I can't remember what.
But he was guilty
Like
of
driving,
that. He did do that.
And then there was Michael Vick.
What was he found innocent?
So in his case, he was an American professional football player. He was away, like out of state, out of the city.
Yeah.
But he like he's having like friends or whatever stay in his house. And then while they were in his house, they like were using it, like they started doing like dog fighting. But obviously he wasn't there.
Yeah.
But he was still arrested and charged.
Yeah.
Because it was his house, even though he had nothing to do with it. He was just letting people use his house.
Yeah.
He was charged.
But you'd still be charged anyway.
He was found guilty.
If someone is using your property for illegal activities and you don't know because you're not checking, then of course it's like now if I.
Yeah, I'm not denying as the police, I understand arresting him, but. How can you find me guilty for something that I was? It's like first I'm not even in the town or the city. I'm somewhere else.
American laws are weird anyway.
I'm just saying, he's an example. Like now that is forever like on his record, and then you have Michael Jordan who like had like a gambling problem, which is true too.
Yeah, that's true. He Michael Jordan is actually what came up about him was true.
Yeah, I'm not.
As in, it's a stain, but it's a stain based on actions that he had taken. So you can't be upset if
I'm
it's
just
something
saying
that
it's
you've
a
actually
conspiracy
done.
to keep the brother down.
Firstly, I agree with that it is. That's what I'm saying. But also sometimes you have to take into account that certain actions that people take impact that. I'm not saying that it's right and it's correct, but I'm just saying that it's just the way that the world is.
Coming from, like, in terms of YNW Melly, like, a lot of the people like coming from where he came from and growing up in the area probably like were involved and a part of the stuff that he was involved in.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like I'm sure like the majority.
Like that's the norm.
That's the norm from where he's from.
Yeah. I get that.
So,
I understand it.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm telling you. It's like the way you're like. That's what I said. When someone is raised in a certain way, and their mindset is so different. I'm not saying it's his fault, and I'm not saying it's their fault because obviously it's not. It's the way that the system is built. It's built for certain failures to occur, but at the same time you have to put that into account that the mindset is different. Whether it's by choice or not, the mindset is different. You and his mindset is going to be the same. So obviously so for me to feel uncomfortable or to be wary is understandable. Whether it's his fault or not, I would feel some type of way. Like that's just.
Look, I'm just suspect of, because like even all this evidence that they claim they have.
Firstly, I don't trust the American justice system.
Yeah,
period.
like they're saying they have all this
At all.
this evidence, that is
They
like,
have a
it's
lot of-
clean and cut.
and
There's
also-
no way it couldn't be him. And I'm like, okay, if that's the case, then surely you'd have found this evidence earlier. If it's that obvious and it points the finger directly at him, how did it take you 3 years to find it? Let's be honest, in from 2016 to 2019, in terms of technology and like the stuff that police use to find criminals, there hasn't been
But
much
also,
change.
I feel like media has a large part to play. So maybe when he started coming out, maybe
Exactly,
he
that's
started making
my
it,
point.
so people started coming forward and saying, "I know this guy. I saw him here, here, and there." Whether it's true or not, I don't know.
Like that would like none of the evidence is like is to do like witnesses. Like it's all like forensic stuff like that. And so
But to be fair, it takes a lot of time for forensic evidence to go through analysis and all that stuff, depending on the backlog. Not that I'm supporting it, but I'm just saying. As in, I know it looks fast in Law and Order, but in real life, it takes time.
I see it as he started doing well, and then like people were like, okay, let's see, what does he rap about? Okay, this is what he raps about. Where's he from? Okay, this is where he's from. He has to have done something illegal that he's not been caught for at some point in time. We have to find that. I think that's how their mindset is. Like with any rapper that comes from that lifestyle, who raps about their lifestyle, who makes money from that lifestyle.
Or to be fair, something did happen to the Migos, but just Takeoff. Was it Takeoff or Offset?
Offset was in prison for like a year or so.
But he was found with a weapon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's for me, it's too much of a coincidence, and it happens too often with people in the same circumstance for me to say, okay, like I'll take your word for it. It happens with too many people too many times.
It doesn't even need to be someone famous. Every case that goes to the American justice system is suspect because it's trash and it's biased, and that's just it. They don't care. For the most part, I don't think, and this is my opinion, I don't think the American justice system really cares about putting guilty people in jail. I think they just care about putting someone in jail. As long as they think that the person who they charge will be found guilty, they'll do it.
Let me get this on the record. If anything happens to me, I die in suspicious circumstance, or I die in mysterious death, America did it. The government were responsible. I have to put it out there just in case it does happen. And then like I'm walking home and I get shot by someone, and everyone's like, oh, like he was part of a gang. No, I'm not.
America did it.
Like because I'm onto them. Like I'm onto them. Like they're scared of my voice. I'm speaking the truth and it scares them. Let's be honest, how many people
isn't an uncommon one.
Yeah, true. But the same way there's so many celebrities talking about, like there are so many celebrities talking about, but they can't get to the celebrities. If like now, like who's someone who speaks out against the, like say Jay-Z or Diddy, like because they've vocalized their opinion, and it's very similar to what I'm saying. You can't kill Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z can't just die of mysterious circumstances and no one knows why.
Tupac died out of mysterious circumstances. No,
not really. It was a drive-by.
I know, but no one saw anything. In broad daylight.
I don't think it was daylight.
It was. It was in the middle of the day.
I don't think it was.
I'll Google it, but I'm almost certain.
I don't think, because if I remember correctly, it was after they were leaving a club or a casino.
Wasn't it broad day? I think it was broad daylight.
No.
4:03 p.m.
He was pronounced dead at 4:03 p.m. But what time was he shot? Because if I remember correctly, he didn't die immediately.
Okay, let's see.
Wait. The shooting occurred at 11:15 p.m.
Okay, there you go.
See? I remember it was at night.
Maybe. But it was Vegas. There's people around.
Yeah, but too fair, them
and no one saw anything suspect.
Like they too fair that like I saw some documentary that said he was killed by like a police officer. But like back in the day, like a lot of police officers were moonlighting as like security guards and stuff like that, and like hired armed,
like bodyguards.
Yeah, and then like apparently the one who killed him like used to work for Suge, who was Tupac's manager.
Right.
Yeah, at the time.
So why would he kill Tupac?
Because apparently Tupac wanted to leave the label. And like apparently Suge owed him a lot of money, like from royalties and stuff.
So basically like Birdman and Lil Wayne.
Yeah, and basically, so if Tupac decided to leave the label and go on his own, then all the money that Suge like owed him, or
You'd
like
have to pay him.
he'd have to pay him, and so like apparently just got there, like, and so the reason it like the person was never found
Or because he was a cop.
yeah, and because like he shouldn't really have been like doing those jobs or like on the side, like as a police officer.
Or at least if he was doing it, he shouldn't have been brandishing.
Yeah, like he shouldn't.
Because
have
I know
had a firearm.
I know in America that a lot of cops work certain jobs as security,
Yeah.
but then you shouldn't have a firearm on you because you're not technically in the line of duty.
But obviously that's just another conspiracy. Like, there's a bunch of conspiracies, but I think Suge did it. And blame it on Biggie.
And so are you going to also like say if anything happens to you, Suge did it?
No, Suge's in jail. Suge can't touch me. He has no power anymore.
God damn, tell me to leave that in.
Yeah, he has no power anymore. Yeah, I have no power.
Come find you. Okay, cool. So that's the end. So say bye.
Bye.
And what's the takeaway from today?
Takeaway. Don't judge people on their past. Everyone is innocent until proven otherwise.
Unless you're Stormzy.
Yeah, but that's different. Like if
I'm joking.
if Stormzy was like to get arrested for something, like say he came out that Stormzy like beat up someone, then I'd be like, let me see evidence before I just jump to conclusions. But it's something like cheating, like as much as people want to say black men don't cheat, come on. Come on.
Apparently it's not called cheating, it's called sleeping up. But they do cheat.
And that's it. Don't
That's
trust
it?
the white man. Be suspect of the powers that be. The secret government. It exists.
Illuminati.
No. Illuminati, not Illuminati.
Isn't it? Whatever.
But, no, not Illuminati per se, but there's a secret government. That you have to be careful. Everyone has to be careful. White people too, be careful. They're after everyone. That's my
They're
piece.
after poor white people.
Yeah. If you're for the culture, you're at risk. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, anyway, yes. So thank you for joining us on another episode of Hanging the Homegirls with me, Latoya, and my special guest, Lee. He'll probably be back again because Helen's not here, so you're gonna hear some more of his interesting ideas and theories. So make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out all our content on Instagram and follow our Instagram and Twitter account. Do you want to plug anything?
Oh yeah, follow my Insta, L.A2X. L.A 2 times.
I'll also put like a link to his Instagram in the bio, whatever. So yeah, thank you again and see you sometime in the future.
This is a podcast.
We're not going to call ourselves Hang with Lee's Homegirls. That's
Well, I'm
not
sorry,
the-
but if I'm on the podcast more than you and Helen, and it's meant to be yours and Helen's, then I should be included because it's not yours and Helen's, it's mine.
You've not even been on once because I never even published yours.
So essentially, you're telling me that hour of my life was wasted.
It's not wasted. I've just not published it yet. I could publish it in future, but it's not out yet. So technically, and even if we were to count that, Helen's been on way more times than you. Okay, are you ready to start now?
Yeah, and I'm still gonna be on my phone, but it's muted.
Would you like a sweetie?